Now when it comes to highlighting and contouring, you'll need at least 3 brushes. The 3 ones that I use are the foundation brush, blush brush, and a powder brush to blend everything once you've got it all done. Now usually I don't always highlight when I contour. Most of the time I just contour. But if I'm feeling a little bit jazzy, then I'll highlight and contour. You don't have to do both, but if you do both, it makes it stand out that much. So I'm gonna start with the foundation brush, and as you can see, I use it a lot every day. I use a liquid foundation, and I do my contouring with the powder. You can do liquid on liquid, you can do powder on powder. This is just how I do it. So I'm gonna go with my concealer, which is a liquid. So I'm gonna use the concealer to highlight. So I'm gonna start down the center of my nose and just bring it down, making sure I have a straight line just about to the tip of your nose. Now I'm not doing this to widen or make my nose more narrow. I'm simply doing it just so my features stand out. I don't want to make anything narrow or bigger. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit on the center of my forehead. And then I'm gonna take the concealer and go underneath my eyes. So I like to pat it on, and I'm gonna bring it just along the side of my nose. As I'm blending, I'm patting. That way I'm patting and pulling at the same time so it blends nicely. And you wanna bring it down right about to the corner of your nose and extend it outward, kind of like in a triangle. Because this is where the light or the sun would naturally hit your face anyway. So those are the areas that you want to highlight. And as you can see, that makes this side of my face stand out way more than this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. And you wanna make sure when you're highlighting and contouring that you blend very well, because you don't want your lines to be obvious, because you're gonna look ridiculous. And I'm gonna put just a little bit on my chin here, just a little bit. So now that I have the highlighting where I want it, I'm going to blend everything out, make it even now. I'm going to continue to pull this out here. And this will take any everyday look, any look that you do, whether it's everyday or glamorous, this will instantly make your face pop. And it will take it from ordinary to extraordinary in just a matter of minutes. I'm going to pull it out on the side just a little bit. I don't want to pull it out too much, because then that's going to make the nose look wider. Just enough to blend the edges. Now if you want it, you can put your setting powder on and stop right here. This could be a finished look, but I like to contour. Now what I like to do before I start contouring is use liquid. It can tend to crease right underneath the eyes, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of setting powder. Since I use a powder contour, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the setting powder over my whole face. It with Max Prep and Prime. This is it looks white, but it goes on translucent, so anybody can use this, whether you're dark or light, and it's not gonna give you like ashy look. I'm gonna put it right underneath the eyes. That way the liquid does not crease. Now I just used the this brush right underneath the eyes because it's good for getting in those small areas. So I'm gonna go with my large powder brush, and I'm just gonna put the powder over my whole face now. And I like to just dab it in the center, down the center of my nose here, and pull it out. That way the liquid foundation and the concealer won't move and slide around all day. Now you can contour with anything. You can use a blush, you can use a liquid foundation, you can use a powder foundation, whatever you want to use that's slightly darker than your skin tone so it will show up. Now I'm just using, this is a mineral powder from the beauty supply stores. Nothing special. I used to use MAC's, what is it? I used to use the Skin Finish Natural in the darkest shade that they had, but against my skin tone, it didn't really show up. So I just got something cheap just to contour with. So I'm gonna start on the cheek, in between the cheek and the bone right here. Now ideally most people will want to start their highlighting, their contouring here, but for my face shape I like to start it just a little bit higher, that way it emphasizes my cheekbones. Now since we're on camera, normally I wouldn't put the contour on so heavy, but on camera it doesn't tend to stand out as much unless you do it really heavy, so I'm gonna do it really heavy so you guys can see. So I'm just gonna pack that on there. And you don't want to bring it all the way down here. You want to stop it probably maybe like an inch away from the corner of your mouth. So I'm just packing it on here just so you guys can see, and then I'm going to go and blend that out. So that looks really harsh right now. And as you can see, it's already putting definition to my face. You can see the way the angles of my face are standing out. I'm gonna bring it up to my temples. And I'm gonna stop just a little bit past my temples and bring it in an arc right around the forehead. That way it makes this area stand out, but not like you got a big forehead, no. And bring it down, and this is gonna elongate the neck right here. Now I'm gonna go back with my 224 brush, and I'm gonna go on the sides of my nose. I'm gonna start right at the tip of the eyebrow and bring it down. And as you can see, it's already making definition against the other side of the nose. See how it's standing out. And this is definitely an area that you want to make sure is blended well, because if not, it's going to look like you got dirt on the side of your nose and people are going to be like, what is going on? And that's not hot. Now, now that I have everything where I want it, I'm going to go back with the blush brush. I'm just going to move my hair out the way. And I'm just going to pull it down and out, kind of in a circular motion. But I'm not going to go past where I put it because I don't want it to interfere with the highlight. Now I'm going to keep the shape that I put there. I'm just going outward. I'm not going to bring it in any further than I already have it. And I'm kind of going to go back and forth. So now I'm going to take the large powder brush and just in a circular motion, bring everything out. That way it blends in nicely. Everything out and down, out and down. That is how you highlight and contour, and you see my face is like bam, real cute now. The only thing I'm missing is some lip gloss. Okay, now I got my lip gloss on and everything like that. So that's the finished look. Eyebrows, highlight, contouring. Please be sure to rate and comment on the video, and thanks for watching. Bye.